Welcome back, everybody. We are once again here with the Western Cactus League presented by the Army National Guard. Once again, I would just like to remind you all that this is a CECC sanctioned event. That means that the top teams that end up winning grand champions in all 4 games that we play, Valorant, Rocket League, Overwatch, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, will be given not only a $750 cash prize, but will also be immediately entered into the May Madness competition that will happen in Arlington, Texas during the month of May. It is a super exciting opportunity that we are here with. And once again, I've been here the whole time. I'm Evan Kettler, and I'm here with
Kayla Lucas.
Kayla. How do you feel being here?
I feel good.
Are you excited? You know, I've been here for a while, so I'm pretty amped up. You know, I've kind of had my adrenaline's been pumped for a little while. I'm kind of on a cool down right now, so I'm definitely ready to get into these games. But how are you feeling?
I'm pumped. Like I'm super excited. Like this is the first stream of Western Cactus League I've done. I know they've seen your face all day, and I'm super excited. And Rocket League is a game I've never commentated before, so it brings a new sense of excitement.
I'll be honest, this is probably one of the it's definitely, there's like a high skill ceiling to it, but definitely Rocket League is one of the smoother games to cast. You know, there's not a lot that happens super fast, so you have to kind of worry about. The only real thing is you have to keep an eye out for that Nando guy on GCU varsity. He is an absolute menace in that goal. So once again, I would just like to shout out our sponsors. This tournament would not be possible without all of our sponsorship partners. We'd like to thank Army National Guard for presenting the Western Cactus League. The Army National Guard has provided the prize pool of the $750 per winning team, and they have just been an amazing support along with all of our other sponsors, Esports U, RallyCry, Raising Cane's, and Rockstar, and of course the School of Grand Canyon University.
Absolutely. Obviously, if you guys are interested of becoming a GCU student with opportunities like this, then you can start your GCU journey with website gcu.edu.
That's absolutely fantastic, Kayla. I'm so glad that you brought that up. This is an amazing school to be at. I've been here for 3 years, and
Same thing for me.
I have loved absolutely every minute of it. And we are just going to go into a short little video, kind of show you what Western Cactus League is all about. That is what Western Cactus League is all about. We have got the 5 different schools competing this weekend. Obviously, if you have been here the whole time, you saw the first 4. Glendale Community College, Arizona State University, Northern Arizona University, and obviously Grand Canyon University. But we have got a new school joining us for this afternoon in Rocket League. We have got the University of Arizona, U of A, an absolutely phenomenal Rocket League team. They actually came with us to NASCAR just last semester, and they were playing absolutely out of their minds. So I am super excited to see what these players have in store for us today.
Me too. Like I couldn't make it to the NASCAR event, but I did watch it behind the scenes, and wow, what a phenomenal team from U of A. I am very curious of how U of A and ASU actually are going to be competing. Obviously, I mean, what do you gonna think is gonna happen?
I don't know, but I just know that if we take a look at our matchup right now, we have like Kayla just mentioned, we have got U of A versus ASU. It is an absolute banger of a match that we have got going on in the winners semifinals part 1. Looking at the lineups, we know a few of these names, especially if you've been with us since NASCAR. We've got Panic, Howdy, Radiant Hydra, Goosenav, and Amph. And then on Arizona, we've got Arya, Miko, Ebsky, Wind Waker, and they obviously do not have that 5th sub. So, Amph, we have seen a lot of. He played at the NASCAR tournament, and he was playing out of his mind. So I am super excited to see what he brings to the table today.
Yeah.
The rest of those other 4 U of A players, I do not have in my head. I do not remember their names. So I'm looking maybe some new players. Maybe they
Yeah.
kind of refilled their roster going into this new spring semester. And then ASU, obviously, they were at NASCAR, but got out a little bit early. So I'm definitely still excited to see what kind of roster changes they may have brought out, what kind of practice they have been putting in to get to this point today.
Absolutely. Like I'm not aware with I'm not aware with both either teams, but based of everything you've said, I'm super excited to see both teams and see what are their major capable of, especially with me like going with like a fresh mind of both teams. Like it'll be interesting to see what what cars do they have, what
Yep.
skill, because cars are actually very important. And
They are.
something I want to ask you is, what car do you like playing for Rocket League?
I gotta be honest. I have played Rocket League very little in my experience. In the few games that I have played, it's either the Fennec or the Octane for me.
Absolutely.
They're very classic vehicles. And as we start getting into game here in just a few moments, you will see that a lot of these players actually really do enjoy running the Fennec and the Octane. GCU actually has they use a program called Bogus Mod, and they actually all run matching cars, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I would really like to see. So, okay, well, we're gonna hold off just a little bit on the game. We're just figuring out some stuff. Our wonderful facility workers who are just right across the hall from us, who are handling all of the players.
Absolutely.
This is a LAN tournament, so all 6, I guess Rocket League is only 6. So all 6 players are actually just across the hall from us. They are playing in the GCU Esports Arena. It is a amazing opportunity that we have had here. It has been months in the making for Western Cactus League to get to the point where it is.
I remember when they first brought this idea, and I just I almost dreamt about what the event was going to be like, and honestly, it's kind of like it led to everything that I've dreamt up. And obviously, we want to give a big shout out to every single colleges here, and also people behind the scenes, the broadcasting, the facility workers, and everyone who was involved in this event. Big shout out to them, and thank you for, and also GCU as well. Thank you for even allowing us to have the resources to even pull up an event like this, because this is probably correct me if I'm wrong, but this is probably one of the biggest events we've ever done.
This is definitely the largest LAN that we've ever held. The last even LAN in general that we held was in the fall of 2021. So
oh, wow.
over going on 3 years now is the last time that we held a major LAN event involving the other Arizona schools. But this is the first time that we've held one to this scale, and that has such an impressive prize pool that goes along with it.
Yeah, $750.
It's not only that, but a chance to go play at nationals. That's if I was, the money to me would be second, right? You know,
absolutely.
The prize pool is cool. You know, you split the money among your friends, you get to have a great time. But just that chance to travel and go to Arlington would be absolutely
Texas,
fantastic.
Yeah. It's such an amazing opportunity to even to have an opportunity to be playing in a national collegiate esports tournament. It's I've never heard of it before, but then obviously when I was beginning to do research for this tournament itself, and I was just looking at all the opportunities that all these players can have, it's just absolutely mind blowing, and I'm honestly so thankful that I even have the opportunity to do something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been here, like I mentioned, I've been here for 3 years. I've been working for esports going on 2 years now, and it's been an absolutely fantastic experience. Just that GCU has this kind of facility that all students have access to, realistically at all times, but they also have the ability to grant scholarships to student athletes. We are considered to be a D1 athletic club for GCU. So I think that's also something that's really impressive, that GCU has the resources that we can build a club to this size. We're going on almost 2,500 active members.
Ooh, that's crazy,
between current students and alumni.
Yeah, I remember when I first came to GCU, so just like you, this is like my 3rd year attending at GCU, but this is my first year working as the GCU Esports. Just me looking into the GCU Esports, I was just blown I mean, like, before this, I was never really into video games. And then, obviously, as I got this job and I was like, I kind of developed a passion for esports. And then, like, just seeing, like, the esports arena is absolutely phenomenal. It's mind-blowing. And, like you said, like, GCU gives out so many good opportunities for, not just for GCU esports, but also all students in general. I mean, just a part of like a little bit of my story. This past semester, so in fall of 2023, I got to be a part of an event called Lip Sync, which is a major GCU event, and it was just one of the most mind-blowing experiences I've ever had. But then again, nothing could compare to this moment right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different opportunities across campus. There's events being held nearly every week, whether it's basketball games, if you're part of the Havocs, whether it's Halloween or the haunted house for Halloween, whether it's lip sync, like you mentioned, I believe, like the talent show just got finished up. So
the talent show was just this coming up Tuesday. Yes.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So I mean, there are all kinds of different events going on, but that is enough about GCU. I believe that we are nearly ready to get into this match. Once again, we have got the matchup between U of A and ASU. It is going to be an absolutely electric matchup. A lot of these players may be brand new to the roster. Some of them may be returning, and some of them may have actually competed against one another at some point already. So I am super excited to see how we go into this. Kind of give you a rundown of how Rocket League works. It is what people like to call car soccer, and that is the easiest way to put it, right?
It's literally just like soccer, but for cars.
Yeah.
Oh. So, are we good to sit? Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Hello, sorry. Sorry about that. We're just having some technical difficulties right now. We're trying to get everything figured out right now. So please be patient with us. There we go. Now we're into the first round with U of A versus ASU. Let's get this started.
Now we have got U of A, Bob, and ASU, Miko, obviously both common appearances in these games. Obviously, Anth and Bob being very prominent figures on this U of A team, and then Howdy being the new name as they are down a player and do have a sub. And then on the team of ASU, we've got Epke, we've got Arya, and then they have their third.
I don't remember the other.
Wait for it to show up. Miko, that's who it is.
Miko, yes, absolutely.
Miko's their third.
What an electrifying start right now. Like U of A was so close to getting that first score, but then the ball went the other way. Like, as we were kind of like talking about earlier, like, for those who aren't familiar with Rocket League, it's basically a soccer for cars. So if you're kind of familiar with the rules of soccer, it's almost kind of familiar to how Rocket League works as well. And so
so a big part of Rocket League as we go into these initial matches is going to be paying attention to the defensive plays of a lot of these players. They have to be able to rotate off of each other. If you've ever played basketball and had practice, you're practicing the three-man weave, right?
Yes.
These players are constantly going in and out and weaving with each other, making sure they have a defensive line in their goal.
But
actually, as that one
there we
by,
go.
Arya is going to get the first score for ASU.
The first score goes to ASU. Wow. That was crazy. And kind of like as you were talking about earlier, defense is so important. I like how you use the analogy of basketball because it's like, because if you ever attended a game of basketball, they usually go back and forth, and then a team scores. This is kind of like the same thing. They go back and forth until a team scores. So we'll see what U of A has in store. Are they gonna willing to like? Oh, Bob just took a very massive hit. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, the biggest aspect of Rocket League is having the faith in your teammates that you can either push up or know that you need to come back to play defense. Obviously, these players have practiced and practiced and practiced.
Yeah.
They've played the game for years. They know where every single boost is on the map just by muscle memory, and they almost always know where their teammates are at. And that is the biggest part of what these comms are happening. Bob obviously going in for a nice little flick there, but
ooh.
But Epke is going to get a nice save there.
Absolutely.
And Bob, you have to be wary of him. He loves playing on the offensive. He is an absolute menace when the ball gets in the air, so you definitely have to keep an eye out for him.
Yeah.
And with a little bit of an air dribble, not having enough boost to keep it going. Howdy going to lose that 50, and Miko is actually going to get saved by Bob, and not only is he a menace on the attack, but also in goal, he is an iron wall.
Wow, look at that.
A great save from Howdy.
Absolutely. We're like it's like U of A, it's just like they're they've been so close so many times to getting the score. And then as ASU has been able to knock over the ball and having going towards their way, and now we're at ASU side now with 30 seconds remaining on this round. Wow. I cannot believe what is happening right now with the
All right, he's in the air. It's not going to quite go in.
Nope.
Epke is there. Amp is also there as well. And Amp actually does, in fact, win the 50-50, gets that save out with 10 seconds left on the clock. These U of A players need to be on the attack. These are just BO3, so if in these last 3 seconds, ASU might just win game 1, and that is exactly what is going to happen.
Game 1 going to ASU with a 0-1 score. Wow. There was just so many things that happened. Obviously, as you were saying that Bob is an amazing offense player, and we got to see through that during this round. We got to see how incredible Bob is as an offense player, and now we'll see what. Now let's see if U of A is able to make a comeback with having the first round going to ASU. And now the second round is on our way right now, folks.
Epke going to go into the air. He's got boost to spare. He's going to try and go in. And that is actually going to be an initial amazing score from Arya with an amazing assist from Epke. Epke having the boost, bouncing it off the wall, sending it straight in the middle, and an open goal as Bob struggles to get back. And Arya is able to butt it in that bottom left corner. And that, in just 8 seconds, is ASU's first goal.
The timing of that was impeccable, which is so important for a game like Rocket League. Timing means everything, and obviously they had such perfect timing and with a score going to ASU, and now we're going to see what U of A can pull off, you know.
Bob's going to get a good clear. Miko's going to win the 50 and it's going to go back up. Amp in the air with Epke. Epke has a free open goal. Does not have the boost to fight it. Howdy, not in goal. Epke actually does get a demo onto Bob as the ball goes back into the side of ASU. Miko is there. Amp able to clear it right away to Bob in the corner. Bob going to send it up into the front. Miko going to win that 50-50. Epke is in the air. The bounce. Amp is able to clear it out. Arya is in there with goal, and Miko with the goal.
A second point going to ASU. Wow, look at that replay. Sponsored by Canes. Wow.
And Amp just barely there, not quite having the initial boost pattern that he needed to be able to get to that ball in time, and that is an absolutely fantastic assist from Arya to Miko. Howdy is going up into the air. He's got a quick double. Miko is going to be there, and that is actually going to be a giant 1-second goal from Howdy.
Wow, that was so quick.
Open goal, and Miko not quite able to get back there, and actually hits the ball off of the crossbar and sends it straight back down into the goal.
Howdy literally went forward, and it was able to get the first score towards U of A.
Epke going to hit a quick demo onto Bob. They know that is their impressive player. They need to figure it out on Arya. Once again, has a free goal. and that is going to be 3 goals to ASU. U of A needs to figure out how they are going to get these goals back. They're
Absolutely.
losing time quickly.
ASU needs to, U of A needs to look after Arya. Arya has been the one has been consistently scoring for ASU, except for like one other score. So
and Bob actually off rip is going to win that kickoff and is going to get once again a free goal for U of A.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see in the replay, Bob was able to make it through the score with a second point going towards U of A. Wow, this has been such an electrifying game so far.
In just 1 minute of playtime, we've already seen 5 goals. We've seen a bunch of saves, and we've seen a bunch of shots on goal. Howdy going to go in. Arya going to get that clear.
Arya just got a save.
Going to send it in the corner. Amp going to win that 50-50. The ball goes into the center. Bob is not there to clear. Ebke going to clear onto the far side. Miko's in the air. Once that dribble, Arya going to win the 50. Bob is there to clear it out.
Nice. Arya just blocked that ball.
And now the ball is there, and that is going to be Amp with an assist from Bob that is able to clear that ball right past Miko.
Wow. As you said, like we're like a minute into the game. This is our 6th score now. And like with so many good fantastic saves from both teams. I mean, who knows? Like this could be a back and forth team with U of A and ASU.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I mean,
wow,
last game only went to 1 goal and almost 5 minutes of playtime. This one has gotten to 6 and only 2. So we are definitely looking at an absolutely electric matchup here. Miko has the ball, is going to dribble it into the other side of the court. It's a nice little flip. Bob is there to clear it out. Has boost, send it into the corner.
Bob saves it. Bob absolutely saves it. Wow, look at that. Are they going to able?
He's going into the air. Arya not quite going to hit it off the backboard.
Missed it by a hair. Missed it by a hair. Wow, look at that. Oh, now we're back on ASU side now.
Miko does get a demo onto Howdy, but the ball is headed back into the side of U of A.
Yep,
the ball is almost in.
Oh.
Arya's there, but a great save from Amp as the ball heads back into the side of ASU. Amp with no boost is going to try and get this off the wall. Miko is there. Howdy almost gets it, but the ball is going to be saved. Back into the middle. Nobody is there to assist.
No.
Bob Amp in the air. The great save from Ebke.
What is happening?
Amp takes flight, loses the 50-50 to Arya. Bob is there to assist. The ball is going back into the hands of Arya. Arya is in the air. Once this fight, Howdy going to win the 50-50.
Howdy was able to take the ball back, and now we're quickly back to ASU side, and with a minute and 40 seconds left.
Arya with
the
go shot on goal, does not quite find the angle that they need. Bob on the attack, has 42 boost. Arya going to miss that 50-50. Miko going to have an amazing save as Bob almost puts that ball directly into the goal. Howdy has the boost to contest. Bob going to put that up off the wall, going to send it straight into the middle. Ebke wants to contest this, does not have the boost to contest. Actually does get a nice little tip off. Howdy sending that off the corner into the middle. Miko is there to save Amp off the corner, and Miko is absolutely playing these corners fantastically, clearing that ball as much as they can. This ball is into the center. Bob once again with the clear. Arya is there.
Wow, what an electrifying start to the Western Cactus League we're 1 minute remaining, folks, and now we're quickly back into U of A side with Amp trying to get the ball back into ASU side. So Bob's
got height. He's got a teammate in the back line. Does not quite hit the way they need it to. Miko on the attack. Amp actually going to clear it back into the side of ASU. Howdy's up in the air. They've got a teammate. Amp is there. Not quite going to find the answer they need as Ebke is able to clear that away. A nice demo goes on to Bob, but once again, and 30 seconds remain in this second match.
30 seconds remaining, folks. We're so close.
Miko is able to clear that away. Amp bringing it right back into the side of ASU. They are trying to keep this pressure as much as they can. Howdy is going up for flight. Going to hit that ball actually to the side of ASU. Of U of A. Ebke, once again, Bob is in the air. No boost to his name. Miko has the ball, passing it to Arya. And Arya actually going to get a kill onto Amp. And this could go to overtime. It is up in the air. Bob is up in there with it. Miko is going to save that ball. And it is going to land, and we go to overtime.
Wow. What an amazing first start. And now we're in overtime. And up to this point, it's going to be about who scores first to get that win for their team. And now we're going,
and Howdy does not jump at the right moment, and Miko
just got a
is
score
actually
for
just
ASU.
going to take game 2, and that is the first matchup of tonight. That is our BO3.
Yes!
ASU taking it simply in a 2-match game. That is going to be ASU versus U of A.
Yeah. Wow. What an electrifying start. What are your thoughts? Because wow, there was so much happening, and it was like so electric, which is something I was absolutely looking forward to. Man, my blood is pumping. I am hyped, and I'm so excited for the match 2.
Yeah, so definitely one thing that was definitely standing out there was Arya's defense was absolutely fantastic. Also, Ebke definitely was having a lot of aerial contesting, winning a lot of those 50s, able to keep the ball onto the pressure of U of A, and that was absolutely phenomenal pressure from them. Miku also having phenomenal defense, but then able to bring it back. Arya and Miku having a lot of demos, able to bring those contests, make that 3v3 into a 3v2 almost consistently as if it was on the dot. And now we are the one thing I did wish I saw a little bit more of, and it may just be they're working with the sub right now. They may not have the right team coordination that they normally have. I did not see a lot of Bob and their team and the U of A team cutting back and forth with each other. You know, there was a lot of what it seemed to be open goals. There was some great defense coming in from Bob and his team, but it did not look like they had the lockdown defense that we were seeing at the NASCAR tournament. I mean, this is the team that was giving GCU varsity a run for their money.
Absolutely. Like, as you were saying, Ari did such a phenomenal job with the first round, having I want to say like 3 within the first matchup, like 3
goals or demos. Goals. That Arya was definitely with assistance from Miko almost 90% of the time was having those absolutely phenomenal goals.
Absolutely.
I mean, 4 goals in those 5 minutes, 1 coming into the overtime. But I believe 2 of them went to Arya, 1 of them went to Miko, both of them assisting each other.
Yeah.
But I mean, that is just absolutely phenomenal team play from those 3 players, and I genuinely would like to see U of A maybe bring that back in a little bit more aggressively as they go into their next matchup. But
absolutely. And I was kind of shocked, like, about like the open goal thing, because it's like I would like to think like there is at least 1 player on around the defense side, but then again it makes sense because it's like if you're all working together around the same time, then you can block the ball from going to the goal. But I would like to see maybe 1 team member just sticking to the goals, and so like they could easily block it. But obviously, we're going to have to see with this next matchup.
Yeah, so one big thing with how a lot of teams like to handle their player weaving, as I always like to call it, is you will usually start, it is front left side usually will take kickoff.
Yes.
Back, and then back middle will normally go to either the left or the right side, depending on where you spawn at, and will grab the 100 boost. And then we'll come back to assist in goal as the ball maybe ends up on their side. So that 100 boost allows them to get to the edge and then back to goal before the ball has a chance to reach that goal, while the other 2 players are pressing the offense. And then if the ball does come to that goalie that has 100 boost or maybe 70, 80 boost, their main priority is to take possession of that ball and then send it into the other side with that 70 boost they got. Because realistically, those two players that are pushing up, they're coming back with little to no boost on the defense, while this one character this one player who has been on defense has full boost, and now we'll send it into the next send it up into the opposite field with that more boost, and then you just kind of weave back and forth and back and forth. 2 players always on the offense, 1 player always on the defense, always picking up boosts. And a lot of the times we saw there, it almost seemed to be like Bob getting either demoed, which you lose your boost off of, or getting that 100 boost stolen. So it almost seems like maybe a little bit of Bob targeting there. They know that Bob
Yeah.
may be the common threat in these games, so they're definitely looking it
Absolutely.
out. But I believe that match 2 we have coming up, it is going to be GCU versus NAU in another grudge match, another NASCAR grudge match. This match I'm actually super hyped for. NAU also being another one of those teams that can commonly give GCU varsity a run for their money. On GCU, we've got Nando, Froppy, Super Big Steve, Beam Boy, Nightmare Rally. And then on the Northern Arizona University, we've got Chronicle, Beast, and Galaxy.
Woo!
Nando, obviously being our captain for the varsity team, has been an absolutely phenomenal player for the past 2.5 years. He has been a rock that our Rocket League team can stand on.
Like the glue that glues like glued to the pieces together type of thing.
Absolutely. But, we mentioned our matchup. We've got our matchup, and I'm really interested to see how these players, because I know that Nando, Froppy, and I believe Super Big Steve is the lineup right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is our 3 lineup.
There's only 3 players on NAU's side.
Yeah, so on the GCU side, Nando obviously being our captain, being an absolute defensive menace. Froppy being an aerial king. He loves fighting in the air. He loves taking that ball to the opposing side, and Super Big Steve just being a nice all-rounder.
Absolutely.
So I am definitely interested. And we saw some quality ball movement coming from the ASU team, but I cannot wait to see what GCU comes out and pulls up with. But before we do that, we are going to send it to just a quick break, and we will be right back with match.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Western Cactus League presented by the Army National Guard. We got a new switch of casting, so you want to introduce
Yeah.
yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Corbin. I'm a sub on the varsity esports GCU esports Rocket League team,
Awesome.
and I'll be taking us through this next game.
Absolutely. So obviously, we saw a phenomenal performance by ASU through the first matchup, and now we're going to be switching to GCU and NAU. And I want to know your perspective about like what do you think is going to happen within with this round?
Yeah. So, some things to note going into this matchup. Both teams are really strong. I mean, from the 4 teams in this tournament in general, everyone's gonna be playing great.
Absolutely.
We know for sure that a lot of the games are gonna be tight, and from that ASU matchup, that second game went into overtime, right? And
It
I'm
went in overtime.
exactly. I think we're gonna see a more of that going into this GCU matchup. But
Really?
yeah, we got some great players. I'll shout out the NAU team, Chronicle, Galaxy, and Beast. Players that have been playing with each other for over a year now at
Oh
least.
wow.
And they've had some experience in some tournaments as well as we've seen them play. Yeah, and GCU, Nando, Steve,
Yeah.
Froppy, people I'm familiar with. They're pretty great.
All right, so we want to give out a quick shout out to our sponsors, really quick. And so again, this Western Cactus League is sponsored by the Army National Guard, Esports U, RallyCry, Raising Canes, Rockstar, and GCU Esports, along with GCU as a college as well. We're obviously super thankful for all of our sponsors, especially Army National Guard, with our prize pool being $750. And I don't want you guys to forget this. This is a tournament style, and based off the champions of for all 4 games, Valorant, Rocket League, Overwatch, Super Smash, they're all gonna go toward the CECC conference in May in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good shot to continue everyone's season into a further and bigger tournament, and overall play against more advanced teams as well. There, like we're gonna run into some of the bigger schools to name, at least for Rocket League. I know Boise's gonna be there, and it's gonna be tough, but you have to prove yourself in these small tournaments to get there. So I'm hoping GCU makes it, but any of these teams, hey, they're gonna take their chance.
All right, so as we mentioned, the second match is going to be GCU and ASO. Let's look up the quick matchup for both teams. Again, for Western Cactus League, this is going to be match 2. And as we kind of say before for our lineup, so we have from Grand Canyon University, we have Nando, Froppy, Super Big Steve.
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Bean Boy and
Nightmare Rally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and then obviously I didn't have enough time to introduce the teams for NEU, but I think you already mentioned
Yeah,
that.
I touched on them a bit, so you'll see them in the game for
yeah,
sure.
you'll see them in the game. I'm interested because like obviously I think there might be a disadvantage from NAU's part, especially for them being like 3 players on each team. But I believe what you say about like if they can work super well together, they might be able to take over. Maybe numbers isn't everything, but I'm super excited to see what this match has up in store.
Yeah, first game is going to be a tell, right? We're going to feel the teams are going to feel each other out. They're going to see how the teams are playing.
Absolutely.
And that's how game 1's going to go. Sometimes it's high scoring, sometimes it's low scoring, like that ASU U of A matchup. They're really trying to see who's going to be playing at their peak at that time.
Absolutely.
And we're gonna see that again for GCU. And I will say we've had a lot of practice for the GCU squad today and in the past week. So I'm looking highly on these guys right now.
Yeah, I am super excited. Obviously, we saw how electric the first matchup was. I'm looking forward to the same amount of electric. And obviously, I left the first round super pumped. Something I want to ask you personally. I was asking Evan this earlier, and I want to know your thoughts. What is, in your personal opinion, what is the best card to play in Rocket League?
Yeah, so we can break it down. Some of the two popular cards in Rocket League you're gonna see is the Octane and the Fennec. And people get picky about it. I'll tell you that right now. People get picky. The reason those 2 cars are the most played, at least across all of Rocket League, is because of the hitbox, right? The shape of the car and how you can hit the ball with different parts of the car. Now, in the game itself, there's multiple cars like the Dominus and the Breakout, and they're long hitboxes. But that's why the Octane and the Fennec are for sure the most played.
All right, so we're gonna quickly get in. We're gonna go into match the second match of Western Conference League with I was trying to figure. Okay, with NAU is orange and GC is blue,
Yes.
and it was like it quickly is going towards NAU's side right now, just going back and forth. As obviously, like what Evan was talking about the whole like um, boost thing. I just like think you just like there you need to figure out the timing. Timing is obviously very crucial. We saw with earlier earlier about how much timing is impeccable. I would try to save the boost for boost later on, just because at least with the first couple of times you want to figure out how each team is playing. But then obviously with these matchups being 5 minutes, you really don't have time to figure out how they play. You almost have to go for it.
Exactly, and an open net there from Nando. A great score, catching this NAU defense lacking, just a double commit there, leaving no one in net, and Super Big Steve with a great pass over to Nando.
With an open goal, as me and Evan was talking about earlier, open goal seems to be a crucial thing for with all teams so far. Congratulations to GCU for getting that first score, and now we're quickly go back. Oh, I was about to say that the ball was going to go to the NAU side, but it's actually going to go to GCU side.
Yeah.
We'll see if Galaxies is able. Oh, and looks. Oh, now we're quickly going back.
Nando's going for the aerial here.
Yeah.
Gets a reset, misses the reset, and now backpedaling onto the blue defense. We have Froppy going for a hit, a miss from the NAU team. 50 going on to Steve. It's on the back wall of blue here. Some boost in the tank for Froppy. Not going for the 50. He gets a miss. Nando with a clear.
Nando just clearly missed the
open
goal.
net. Is this going to go in? It is.
Open goal once again.
Open goal.
Which, like, I was just saying, like, how, like, it seems like I would prefer, like, if there was someone at the goal, but then it kind of, as Evan kind of explained to me, it makes more sense why why each position is why they are.
Yeah.
And obviously, that was a fantastic play by Nando from GCU.
Yeah, this the positioning can be pretty crucial, and sometimes if two people go for the ball at once, right, the positioning is going to be off because no one's going to be back in that position, and it's going to happen twice there for NAU as the net was just left wide open.
Absolutely.
The ball now in NAU's. You have a second chance. Steve can't get the shot.
Wow. It was going to be a very close goal for NAU, but then it was just blocked.
Yeah, some great defense there from NAU. Still trying to relieve this pressure, and there they go. Chronicle with a pass up to Galaxy. Galaxy not enough boost for the shot, and it leaves GCU with another chance to move back into the NAU's position. They get a demo. Is this going to be the shot? No, Steve taking his time, low on boost, leaving it for Nando. I think they're kind of crunched on boost here.
Yeah, they're like running low on boost, which is obviously not good. Like at that point, you need to resource the amount of boosting you're using, especially when it's like 2 minutes into. We're up to under 2 minutes at this point. You need to save the boost because if you're out of it, you're screwed basically.
Yeah, the boost management is key, and knowing how to conserve your boost, as such most of these players do, is crucial because in some situations when you're left with 0, you're not going to be quick enough to the ball.
Absolutely.
And now we got NAU with a chance. Beast going for a 50 onto Nando. Steve trying to relieve that pressure onto the left wall and leaving it awkward for his own team, but Froppy with a great play and another open net. Is he going to have enough speed to get it middle? A pass coming out and not on target for Super Big Steve. Nando salvaging this position if he can. A demo from NAU. Is this going to be their first shot? And it is scored by Beast, breaking open the scoreboard for NAU.
Absolutely. Wow, what a fantastic play by Beast. As we see on this replay, we see how Beast was able just to get the ball just at the nick of time and getting their first goal towards NAU.
Yeah, his team did a great play at getting that demo and leaving it wide open as GCU did leave it overcommitted. Froppy with a great pass down. Is this going to be a shot from Nando, but it's saved away again by Beast the man. But Steve with the shot.
Wow, Super Big Steve just got their third score towards GCU. Holy, this is what a fantastic performance by Steve. Now I'm starting to see why GC is so good. obviously NAU is really good too, as you were saying earlier about like how they gave GCU Rocket League team a run for our money. I see that within NAU as well. And now with 1 minute remaining, folks. We're gonna see if NAU can manage to score another point towards them, but it may not be that way. It may be GC might take the first one. I don't want to eat my words because it could quickly go towards the other way. We could see what is similar to ASU and U of A, but it doesn't look like it because they're just trying to get the ball at this point, and now we're gonna get into GCU's side right now.
Oh, a bump from Chronicle,
yeah.
trying all he can to get his teammates to get open shots, and it might leave them out of position again. A third open net. We're seeing a pattern here, everyone. Just overcommitting from the NAU side and leaving their back post open, available for the shot. I mean, that's their third goal from an open net. We need to see something more from this NAU positioning, or else these games are continue to fall in GCU's favor, as 15 seconds left on the clock. Time is dwindling. Nando doing all he can to stop them from scoring. He gets a low touch from Beast. His team's there to pick him up. Steve with a mid pass, almost one for the road. Time expired on the clock. Froppy hitting it away, and no one there to be found. GCU taking game number 1.
Absolutely. As we were saying like earlier, positioning is everything.
It is everything.
Because like obviously you've established that there's a very clear pattern with GCU and NAU's matchup, with them being an open goal. So I'm interested to see like what NAU is willing to do. They see now they're more familiar with how GCU plays. I'm curious to see if they're going to be able to make that crucial
opening kickoff goal from Steve.
Steve scored the first point, not even under 4, like literally within 4 seconds.
Yeah,
they already got Super Big Steve got a score. What a phenomenal performance by Steve.
That's the thing with Rocket League, right? Is
it just literally just goes.
It comes down to time, and another just a kickoff, a missed kickoff by this NAO team. They're looking a little sloppy, I hate to admit, on some of these kickoffs and like their positioning. I hope they can pick it back up and put up a good fight here. Nando trying to position his team upfield. He gets a great clear. Chronicle trying to kick it out of his corner. The floating mid. Beast. Strong clear out of the way. Nando ready for this play down the midfield. Low boost. And no pass coming in from Nando. But his team still following, still pressuring as Steve loses a 50. Nando misses. And this could be a goal. But it was saved just barely away for GCU.
Absolutely.
A chance here again.
It was like they had that one opportunity, and then it just the ball wasn't close enough to the goal.
Ooh, a little disconnect there.
Yeah.
But we are back. We must had a small disconnection from the observer, but all good. The match is going all as well. NAU, they seem to be listening to what I said, picking up that pace, finding what to do. Trying their offense. They get a great clear there from Beast. A low shot saved away by Froppy. And Galaxy all by himself. One touch, no follows. But Beast again, his team there. A double commit. We've seen crucial for them in the past, but at that time, nothing comes out of it for GCU.
Absolutely. It was about to be an open goal, but unfortunately, the ball wasn't close enough.
Yes, now for this GCU squad, we have Froppy on the wall, half tank of boost. Nando trying to sneak in a shot, but couldn't find the timing, and it leaves Steve booming the ball off the backboard. But again, a miss from this NAU squad, and it leaves them in shambles as a counterattack from Nando. But carried by Beast, a smart play to take it away from his net. Take control and now allow this NAU team to go over 2. Leaves Nando last, but both of them miss. Nando with boost following the last. This could be a shot, but no, Froppy, no angle on the play. And it leaves a chance for GCU potentially, trying to keep this pressure, keep the ball in their half. Nothing seems to be coming out of it.
Nope. Oh, are we gonna? Nope.
No, NAU, no counterattack.
I thought we were gonna get into an open goal moment, but unfortunately, that's not how it went for NAU.
Ooh, slow play here from Steve,
they're
faking
going
one,
slow right now.
faking one low. Nando with a double tap. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Over his head of
Literally.
NAU.
Well, watch this replay. You see how Nando was able to literally hit the ball and just at the right time, at the right angle, with another point going towards GCU.
Perfect play from Nando there. Perfect. A way to go, 2-0 on top, and again, the kickoffs seem to be faltering for this NAU squad.
As we were kind of saying earlier, like, timing is everything, and obviously we saw how Nando was able to put it at such perfect time, and now another score went to GCU. Could NAU make a comeback? I want them to make a I want them
it would
to
be something to watch for sure.
It would be, but then they would have to pull off miracles if they want to get 2 points and have that overtime with GCU. But it's not looking like it right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stalemate right now.
Absolutely.
Not much pressure.
Nothing much
coming
is
in
happening
here
right
from NAU now, but the ball was sitting midfield for about a minute. Just GCU trying to slow down that clock.
Yeah, they're trying to slow down as much as they can.
Yeah, try to milk the clock and almost let the game end so they can just finish the series and move on to day 2.
Absolutely.
Nando with a ceiling shot, but it's saved away from Beast as Steve tried to get a follow. Nando can't get anything here. Froppy with a cut, and it leaves Steve with a chance, but nothing.
We're under 1 minute, folks. Under 1. Oh, and Super Big Steve just scored once again. Wow. We see like how Nando was able to pass the ball to Super Big Steve, and Steve was able to literally push the ball into a goal and getting another goal towards GCU.
Yeah, just great play there from GCU. Nando knowing that Steve, after a missed play, is upfield with boost, threw a dime to him, and fortunately, Steve knew exactly what to do. Exactly how to execute it. And NAU trying to execute something for themselves, but nothing seems to fall as their offense is kind of struggling.
Yeah,
Nando with a 50 high. Beast trying all he can to get back to it. Steve shooting it on net.
Wow.
Easy save for Galaxy. No way he was letting that one in.
No. What a phenomenal performance by Galaxy, just blocking that ball. And now we're under 10 seconds.
10 seconds, everyone.
Could NAU do it? And then with time running out as
0 seconds.
Speak,
hit the clock. The ball hits the pitch. The game is over. And it looks like GCU is trying to take a goal for the road. They can't get one, but they take the series.
They were trying to get a last-minute score, but then, unfortunately, they just weren't able to do it on time. But GCU was able to pull off a victory for their team. What a phenomenal performance by GCU. Also, what a phenomenal performance by NAU as well. I kind of agree with you what you were saying earlier about NAU's offense. Like, they were almost kind of like struggling a little bit.
They were having a hard time finding each other. It was like they were playing offense by themselves.
I don't think the communication was there.
You mean it can be there, but sometimes the positioning has to also follow that communication. And props to them. They did their best. I hope they can figure it out going into the lower bracket as they move down there.
Absolutely.
And as they play, who are they? They're playing U of A now, correct?
Yes. So U of A has won the first one, and then GCU.
ASU won the first one.
Never mind.
GCU.
Correct. I apologize for that mistake. ASU has won the first round. GCU has won the second round, and now we're gonna interview someone right now. So you wanna what's your name?
I'm Steve.
Hi, Steve. So we obviously saw a phenomenal performance by you, and we saw some some amazing scores. So, what were your thoughts throughout the round?
My thought and our whole team's thoughts were just to stay consistent on our pressure and our
Yeah.
passes.
Yes, absolutely.
Make sure we can keep at least contesting the ball. So as long as we knew that and didn't get too full of ourselves and we're ahead, I think that was just our game plan, just to
Yeah,
play
well
it
said.
safe.
Well said. And then I also had a quick question. You had a few goals there. I saw some passes from Nando. How did the offense feel in general?
It actually felt really good. Usually NAUs are really good. They're just like I'd say they're a really solid team. So it felt really good that we could just get passes like that and beats on them. That I feel like previously I haven't been able to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It just feels really good.
It feels good. It feels good to win, right?
Feel the
Feels good to win.
improvement.
Yeah.
And then one more thing. How were those kickoffs? I saw GCU was winning quite a few kickoffs there. Did we have any plans moving into those?
Yeah. So basically, what we noticed is they play really heavy on the cheat. Like they keep it middle every time, no matter how much you try to force it. So we said that. I know I at least like audibly said that, and we just had the cheater play it a little bit more safe, and so we got a couple kickoff
Yeah,
goals
you
off
got
of
some
it.
kickoff goals.
Absolutely.
Helped you take that series. Any more questions you have for Steve?
What are you looking forward to tomorrow playing against ASU? Like, it's like, are you guys already developing a game plan, or are you just gonna like come in and see what happens tomorrow?
I'm gonna say we just want to feel it out. Probably stick to the same kind of game plan, but you never know because teams are always different, you know. But I'm hoping to look at some more wins.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes. Again, thank you, Steve, for the interview. I appreciate you. I hope you guys can celebrate this win and move on to ASU tomorrow, and maybe take a dub there.
Yeah.
Of course. Thank you.
Obviously, we saw a phenomenal performance with GCU, and obviously they made some crucial timing that worked out in their favor.
Yes.
I liked how like Nando and Steve specifically were able to work together to get that game-winning goal
Yes.
for NAU.
Yeah,
Well, GCU,
right then we did see a lot of Nando and Steve, but we can't forget to shout out Froppy.
Yes.
I mean, even if someone may not be getting the assists, getting the goals, right? If you're a winning team, they must be doing something. And right then, Froppy was making valuable touches to help his team move on to this next matchup for tomorrow. And I think everyone on that GCU squad did great. They knew what to do, they executed, and they played the game plan. So
Absolutely, and I cannot wait to see what tomorrow has in store. I think tomorrow's going to be super electric. We see how both ASU and GCU are playing. I'm super excited to see the outcome of the game, and also I think we're also playing the loser semifinals as well today as well.
Yes, we can't skip to tomorrow.
No, we
we
can't
have
skip
to finish today.
Absolutely. There's still more of us folks. So the next roundup is going to be obviously U of A and
NAU.
NAU.
Yep.
So yeah, I cannot wait to see what happens.
Exactly. It will be a interesting matchup to say the least, right? These are two teams that got swept in the first round.
Absolutely.
So someone's going to come back with ambition, right? They need to pick up the pace. They felt out their first loss of the day. All right, that's fine. Get it out of your head, right? And move on and play the game when the series arrives, right? You're gonna either U of A or NAU is gonna do their best to take one game at a time, right?
Yeah.
And at least take a game off the other team to win maybe a sweep or win a best of 3 in the third match. But yeah, what are your thoughts on that so far?
All right, so before I get into that, we're gonna go into a quick little break. So don't miss us way too much.
Hey, you'll hear about NAU and U of A right after this.
Absolutely.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back from that break. My name is Corbin, alongside.
I'm Kayla, and we have a couple of things we gotta talk about before the next matchup with U of A and NAU, which is the next matchup. We want to say thank you to the Army National Guard for sponsoring this entire event. We could have done it without them. And not only they're sponsoring this entire event, but they're also giving out the prize pool, which is $750.
Exactly. Again, thank you to them. And then, as well, thank you to all of our other sponsors. First, we'd like to thank Esports U and the CECC event team for allowing us to be a part of this competitive ecosystem. It's awesome. It's great. It's great to be out here and allow everyone to be playing in this esports space. And hopefully, some of these teams are looking forward to playing in March Madness, or May Madness. My apologies.
May Madness, yeah.
I got the months wrong, but it's okay. And then thank you to RallyCry and Raising Canes, Rockstar, GCU Esports, and GCU the school itself. Thank you everyone for helping out with this stream and with this tournament.
Absolutely. So like me and Evan we're kind of like talking about like a little bit of like so we're gonna quickly get into a matchup really quickly, but I also want me and Evan were kind of talking about very beginning about like what year we're in, and kind of a little bit about your story. So like, what year are you in?
Yeah, so it may not look it, but I am a senior.
Ooh,
It is.
So it's graduation.
It's
approaching,
graduation's approaching. I don't know how to feel about it, but it's fun. I'm happy. I mean, happy to be a part of the esports team in general too. So.
How long have you been a part of it?
So I've only been here for 2 years.
Okay.
And I had transfer credits in, so that's kind of the thing. I was on the club team last year, moved up to varsity, and well, I'm here just helping cast Rocket League right now, which is awesome. It's cool for the opportunity.
Yeah, we're so gonna miss you when you graduate in these next couple of months. Obviously, I'm a junior. I won't be graduating until next year. So, again, just like you said, it's approaching fastly. I don't know how
It does.
Feel about that.
It literally approaches quick.
Yeah.
Last year I thought, man, graduation's far away, but yeah, no, it's a couple months away now, so that's something to think about for sure. Can I cut you off for a sec? We got the NAU U of A matchup, right? I want to touch on it real quick before we jump into it.
Absolutely.
What's your predictions? Do you have any thoughts, or like what teams you've seen? We've watched all of the teams now.
Yes.
Right. We've seen how they've played. What team do you think has the better chance at winning this matchup?
I think U of A by far has a better chance. I mean, we'll see about how NAU can do. As we were kind of saying earlier, I think NAU was just struggling with this round. They were just struggling, and it just felt like struggling in offense. So I'm hoping like they will they'll make a comeback with this break, and then about to go to this next matchup. I'm hoping to see like what skill sets they have. But then again, we see they were just kind of like struggling. So I'm leaning towards U of A right now.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? Maybe NAU can take that win, and I'll just like bite my words. But what about you? Like, what do you?
Yeah. So I am torn. I'm torn.
Yeah,
Very
I'm torn too.
Because
Yeah.
I have
That's a better way to
seen
say it.
I have seen every team play. I know a lot of the players, and their skill sets in general, right? And I know NAU is a good team, has great parts
They do.
to their team. But however, from that GCU showing, it just seemed like it's been rough getting into that rotation that they want to, or at least GCU just was not allowing it.
Yeah.
And then U of A, they started game one of their series slow, picked it back up, but could not find a way to topple over ASU. And that is also why I think U of A has a better chance at NAU, but I could be I could be wrong.
Could be wrong over
I
here.
could be wrong. We will not know until we see the match. But I will like to add on top to the star players that I'm kind of looking for in this match, right? I'm looking at U of A's Bob. All right,
Ooh, yeah.
he is the
Bob.
guy. He is the guy for them.
Absolutely.
He does a lot for that team, and the other guys help glue that whole team together and ultimately make them who they are.
Absolutely, and we're quickly about to go into gameplay right now, and obviously I'm super curious about like what either team is capable
Oh,
of.
we are off.
Yeah, we're just taking off.
Yes, and here we go. Bob into the match, getting a 50 over to left midfield, cut off by Galaxy. It seems like NAU is trying to pick up their pace. They get the demo, but no shot
Could not do it on
could
time.
be taken. Yes, and here comes Galaxy's point of view, but Beast, the one to clear it.
I feel like during the very beginning, most people want to use their boosters really quickly, but obviously when there's 5 minutes into the game, you really can't use your boost all at once. You have to manage it.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's something that I'm observing from really both teams right now. Like, they're just kind of like wanting to use their boost to get that first score, but they need to manage it. They need to they need to know like, okay, when is it worth it to use their boost and when it's not, you know?
Yeah, it's smart. It's smart to know when to go fast and when to sometimes play the game slow. As kind of right there, we see Howdy kind of moving up too far, which left his team a little awkward because of the demo. But nothing seems to be getting past this U of A group right away as Bob, the man I mentioned, trying to take it across the field, but he can't. Howdy helping him, pushing the ball downfield. Bob with a pass, no one's there.
Nope.
And the ball was just sitting there for multiple seconds. Amp with a reset. He gets over one. Is this going to be a shot of Bob? Puts Howdy. Howdy puts it bottom left to break open the scoreboard with the first goal of the game.
Howdy literally just got the ball and just in the right timing, even though there was a couple of players in goal already. Unfortunately, he was able to like just put the ball.
He was there for his teammates' pass for sure, and we might see another one. Bob, a cheeky touch from him, trying to do all he can to get that ball in the orange net, but it could not go. Amp trying to keep that pressure up, allowing Bob to get that boost and come back, but Bob was beaten to the ball. And now it's Amp's turn to potentially take a shot. The net was wide open from that demo, but Amp decided to shoot it to the left.
Absolutely. We're seeing a lot of back and forth happening right now with both teams. And now we're still, Bob just got another score for
at U of A. Amp with just a great pass there.
Yeah, as we were talking about too, like with being with that, it wasn't exactly an open goal because we saw how Galaxy was in the goal but was not able to block the ball on time.
Yeah, that time around they used their skills, they used that team chemistry, and they found a way to sneak it into that NAU net. And NAU trying to do the same right now. The ball was just in front of that U of A net, but Galaxy couldn't find a way to score. Beast looking for a demo. Galaxy going for a wall read. He touches it, but saved away by Amp.
Wow, look at that.
Just time for Bob. Now he gets the clear for his team. This net might be wide open. He leaves a fake for Howdy. Is this going to be a shot? But it's saved off the bar.
It's saved just in time.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, and now we're quickly back into the ball being on. Oh, it was on mid-center. Well, it is now, but still. Yeah, it's still kind of mid-center, trying to go towards U of A.
Yes, and as we say that, a shot from Chronicle, someone we actually haven't seen much so far from this offense. I would love to see Chronicle get more involved. He's a very mechanical player. He needs to find that confidence in himself and overall take a hold of this U of A team to claw their way back into this matchup.
Absolutely.
As after this, if they do unfortunately fall, they only have one game to prove themselves.
Absolutely. We kind of see, obviously, like, NAU needs to figure out what's going on. Like, because usually what happens is, like, whenever, like, when when obviously like when there's like a big score lead up, it's like they kind of are feeling defeated, but they need to like figure out, okay, what can we do to pull off at least a score, because like you said, if they don't score, it's unfortunately the end of NAU's journey in the Western Cactus League.
Yes, and we do not want to see that too soon
no, we don't
for
want to say
any
goodbye.
of these teams.
Absolutely.
But I will say, this NAU squad is doing a great job at finding a way to get these demos, but they also, at the same time, need to find a way to position themselves in a spot to get a shot when the net is wide open. This could be the shot they want, but it's saved by Amp again. A man on the backbone of the defense. He's hitting some wall dashes, trying to maintain that speed. Howdy with a miss. 10 seconds left. NAU in dire situation. If they want to win this game, they need to score right now.
No, they like seriously 4-3 with time running out on the clock.
Number 1 goes to U of A.
Number 1 goes to U of A.
Yes, and something we predicted first game. Again, they were feeling each other out. NAU doing what they did against GCU, trying to find some demos upfield, but they also have to get the ball in the net in order to keep up. We need to see this offense pick up from NAU right now.
Absolutely, like literally desperate times.
Desperate times call for desperate measures,
exactly,
right?
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. Obviously, like we need, like I don't want things to slow down for NAU, and I fear like that's what's bound to happen. I don't want things to slow down for NAU. I want them to at least fight for it.
We cannot let the nerves get to them right now.
Exactly.
They need to forget last game and play like this is the first game.
This is just the first game
of the day in general. And Howdy hitting it off sidebar. Almost a chance to sneak it past NAU once more. Now keeping the pressure on this NAU half. Chronicle, the one, he fakes under one. He hits over another. Bob, the last man, great clear.
Bob just blocked the ball. What a phenomenal performance by Bob.
Great performance there for Bob. Just knowing how to clear it.
Howdy just got the ball too, and now we see Chronicle got the ball, passing it towards other team members, but then, like I said, it's going back and forth because it's like at one point, like, NAU has the ball, but then at one point U of A has the ball. But that's kind of how Rocket League is kind of.
It's very fast, that's for sure.
It's very, very quick.
And it goes back and forth right now, as we just saw. U of A lost the ball to NAU, and now NAU's turn to take their chance upfield. But Bob, just a menace in the midfield.
Absolutely.
Clearing every touch that NAU gets away, but not finding the shot currently.
Absolutely. As we're looking through this, time is quickly but running out for this round. Neither teams have scored thus far, so I mean, obviously it's 3 minutes.
Yeah.
In Rocket League's world, that's still a lot of time.
Yeah, we saw a goal in 4 seconds.
We literally saw a goal in 4 seconds. So
3 minutes is an entire world.
Exactly. Amp just blocked the ball with their goal, as we just saw in this moment.
Oh, a pinch shot coming in from NAU. That could have been a sneaky way to stay on top.
Absolutely.
But they allow themselves to keep pressure. And again, Bob, the man, the myth, the legend, the first man for this team, being able to clear that ball away and take a hold of this whole NAU team.
Absolutely. As we're kind of seeing this play up right now, Bob has been doing absolutely phenomenal performance, as well as every single team member from both teams. They all deserve a shout out. So
Amp got some bumps there on the goal line, trying to create some offense for his team, but no boost on either of his teammates. Bob with a crazy jump there.
That was crazy.
A very smart play.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Very psyched out the NAU defense, offense, because they did not expect someone to jump that early.
Absolutely.
And it's allowing their counterattack now. Maybe this is their chance to open up the game. A shot maybe from Amp just off the backboard. Couldn't find a way to get it middle.
No, now we're quickly going. Oh. It was about to be a score, but Amp just blocked the ball. giving them more of a chance.
Oh, this could be it. Gally. Oh, it's Beast.
Beast
for the
scored
shot.
For NAU.
I think
the first score for NAU. This is exactly what they needed.
Yes, it is exactly what they needed for this match, and I said Galaxy scored that, but he accidentally backflipped, and it left the shot for Beast. So goal credited to Beast there instead, and Galaxy picking up their kickoff. A great touch from Howdy.
Yes, this was
allowing Amph to get a clear. Maybe a reset. No reset. Now it's time for Blue to backpedal, but Bob again once more getting the clear for his team. Howdy being there for the follow. Can he get the double tap? Amph!
Oh my gosh, Howdy just got a score for U of A.
What even happened here?
I don't know.
So Howdy missed the shot. Amph shot it, and it landed on top of Howdy's car to allow Howdy to get the credit. I don't even know how to explain anything that happened there. The demo, the missed double tap, and the slot into that net.
Yeah, absolutely. And now both teams have gotten a score thus far, and we'll see what happens with just in a few. I'm just trying to wait for the perfect timing here.
You're good.
And now with under 1 minute remaining, both teams have gotten a score right now, and if none of the teams manage to score within this this next minute, it's gonna go into overtime.
No way, Bob, with the 1v1, he couldn't get it past Beast. That could have been the second goal they needed to cap off this match. But Bob again flying at that ball, could not break it into that NAU half, and it's Beast's turn. He gets it midfield. Chronicle there, but blocked away by this relentless U of A defense.
Absolutely. Oh, it was about to be such a close goal, but unfortunately the ball didn't make it there.
Oh, Galaxy, is he going to hit this double tap? Beast couldn't find the follow-up. That could have been what they needed. That is honestly a missed opportunity, as Beast could have hit that shot and pushed this game to game 3.
Yeah.
But wait, the bumps coming in from U of A. Their net wide open, but Beast couldn't get to that ball.
No.
Again, a missed opportunity.
It was like both times have been so close to get that score last minute, but then unfortunately time just run out of their hands. And now we're going to overtime.
Oh, but the pass itself, Beast taking what he left on the regulation clock, passing to his teammate, and Chronicle
just
putting it away.
Yeah, Chronicle just saved NAU. Obviously, we saw like they were kind of struggling with GC's play, but then obviously after, and then kind of within the first round too, but then this time they were able to pick it up tremendously with a win going into their favor.
Exactly, and quickly to ready up both of these teams. They want to get into this game number 3 of the day. Final match, everybody. The kickoff is a go, and it is a win for U of A.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens. Like now that both teams have won, it's up to either team and see what they need. I think getting that win for NAU was what they needed. I understand like how much it feels defeating when you're losing, but getting that win could literally make a difference, and that's what happened with NAU getting the second win in their favor. And now we're in match 3, and both teams have won so far. What's gonna happen? Like,
Truthfully, I don't know, but that's gonna happen. Beast is gonna score, and he's gonna put NAU ahead of U of A, the team that came into this second game. In the second game, they lost, but they still came into that game with lots more pressure and still not finding a way to score on this NAU team. That seems like they found out what they've been doing wrong, and they are starting to wind it into their rotation.
Absolutely, they quickly found what's going wrong for them, and then they're like, okay, this is how we're gonna do it, and this is how we're gonna win. And obviously, it's working so far in their favor.
Oh, and it might work again, but no, saved away by Amph.
not.
Chronicle with a great follow-up. He's going to fake low as he had no boost. A shot taken.
Oh, Amph
Amph really awkward. He forces a 50 left and saves it away, allowing Bob to get a great touch for his team. But Chronicle there for the follow-up. Beast with a pass to the midfield. NAU not able to follow that time, but allowing themselves to keep it in this blue half.
Absolutely.
Bob with a shot on net. Saved by Beast.
Saved.
They want to keep this one goal lead, and they do with a demo there, allowing U of A to back off as they don't have their third man. Howdy hitting off their corner, a shot coming in maybe. No, saved away by Amph, but Beast with a great demo. Is this going to be wide open? Off the sidebar. This could be one that they want back.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they could have gotten that score really easily, but unfortunately, the ball wasn't close enough for it to actually get into the goal.
Just off that sidebar indeed, but
Absolutely.
Galaxy wanting to get his goal back again. He actually trades a demo with Howdy, and the ball in the open field. Another miss. That was a wide open net for NAU. They could have gone up 2-0, and they could right here, but Galaxy not able to follow for the double up. Instead, they are going to keep this pressure in this U of A half. U of A seems to be smothered right now.
Absolutely. But like, as we could kind of see, there could have been a lot of open goals moment by NAU, but unfortunately, U of A has been doing a phenomenal job with blocking the ball to make sure that NAU doesn't have another chance to score and getting that 2-0 ratio as we were talking about.
Yes, it is going to be a lot of defense coming out from NAU, but at the same time, still trying to find their opportunities on the blue half to get a goal for themselves to go up 2-0. And they might just hear Amph just making valuable touches. It seems only thing that U of A can do right now is clear it into this NAU half.
Absolutely. Could we see another? Oh, Howdy is just we're at the goal, and Howdy just managed to save the goal just on time.
Yes, and this NAU team knows exactly what to do, but Bob also knows exactly how to save their goals. It just seems that he can't find a way to get past the NAU defense themselves right now.
Absolutely.
All the pressure is on U of A.
Absolutely. It's like, it literally is, because if they don't score within the time remaining, then NAU is going to take this, and unfortunately, U of A will be eliminated.
The net is wide open, but no one there to be able to score. I mean, I wish Howdy could potentially get there, but the speed was not available.
Absolutely.
Even after that overcommit from NAU. A clutch save from Howdy as that ball was winding up in the blue net. Now a chance for NAU to get that second goal again, but it seems to be a solid stalemate. Beast off the backboard. Bob with a great save. He gets a demo on Galaxy, and it leaves a 2v3. He gets another. Is this going to be a shot? Another bump into the net? Oh, Beast with a great save.
Absolutely. We're under 30 seconds. Could U of A score, and it could potentially
It's wide open.
It's literally wide. It's like there could have been an amazing open goal opportunity, but unfortunately that did not happen.
8 seconds on the clock.
Quickly running
Amph getting the
out.
ball mid. Bob, the one to take it. He gets it. He gets the equalizer with 4 seconds remaining. This game is all but over.
No, we honestly thought it was over for U of A, but Bob was just said, nope, we're absolutely going to win this one.
Bob stepped up for his team there, but can NAU get a shot back? They can't. They let the ball drop. This is game 3 overtime.
This is the second round in a row where it went overtime, and now up to this point, it is up to whoever gets the score first. We saw from NAU, they were able to get a score under 12 seconds, and now we're just gonna see, could U of A or NAU make that crucial score for either teams?
and it looks like Bob wants it himself. He takes it back into this NAU half. He adds some play and allows Amph to go for it. A double commit almost from NAU, but it seems like it wasn't crucial for them. Howdy gets past one. Bob with a shot low, and he scores it! NAU coming back from this deficit, 1 goal down just 47 seconds ago, and they take game number 3 to move on to day 2 of the Western Cactus League.
Absolutely. What a phenomenal performance by every single one of the teams. Honestly, shout out to Bob. Bob was able to pull it up for their team and getting that crucial score that they needed. Congratulations towards U of A for getting that score. Obviously, we're kind of sad that NAU lost.
Yes.
And obviously, that doesn't mean it's over for NAU, but unfortunately for the Western Cactus League, at least in Rocket League, it is unfortunately time for them. We're going to quickly get into a interview right now. In just a little bit second, we're just setting up the interview, and here we go. So obviously, what a phenomenal performance by U of A. Do you want to introduce yourself real quickly?
Yeah, sure. I'm Bob or Evan. I play for U of A Rocket League, and that's who I am.
We saw an incredible performance by you throughout the entire round. What was going through your mind throughout the entire matchup?
It was pretty much just don't lose. Go into it. Try to play our game. Don't let them play theirs. And we did that, and that's why we came on top.
Exactly. And what were your guys' thoughts after that game too? I mean, NAU found some rhythm. They found some positioning. They kind of picked up their game after that GCU series and found a way to take game 2 off you guys. But what was your mentality for game 3?
It was just, we just got to take the game to them, play our game, focus on us, do our thing, don't let them do theirs. And that worked pretty well. So
yeah, I saw those 2 goals. And what were your thoughts right after that second goal was scored in game 3?
I said, thank you. We're not going home.
Not back to Tucson yet.
Nope,
you
not
still
yet.
got day 2 in the books.
You still have that chance of getting at the $750 prize pool and also going to the CECC collegiate tournament in May. Obviously, do you have any more questions to ask?
Yeah, I know, unfortunately, one of your main teammates isn't here, but Howdy, he stepped up a bit there. He played well. He helped you guys advance. And what is your thoughts with your team currently and your aspirations for day 2?
He stepped in. He was put in a hard position, and he did his job. He did well. We're excited to get Thomas back tomorrow. But for what we did today, we played well. So
again, thank you, Bob. Congratulations on your guys' win, and you're moving on to day number 2. So
thank you.
Obviously, we saw an incredible performance by U of A, and this has been one electrifying day.
Very electric
for both Valorant and Rocket League. But don't go away too soon, because we have day 2 coming up tomorrow with both Valorant and Rocket League. So, so we're gonna go into our brackets real quick. As we saw, U of A was able to take that win for the loser finals, and now tomorrow it's gonna be ASU versus GCU, and then U of A, and then there's gonna be a second bracket towards.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is the first match tomorrow will be ASU and GCU.
Oh, okay.
It will be a best of 5 this time around. So
Yes.
the matches will be longer. Expect that tomorrow.
Absolutely. So
The loser of the ASU versus GCU match will drop down to that loser final and play right after their match against U of A. The winner of that will advance to the to-be-decided winner of the winners finals, and that is the grand finals. And in the grand finals will be a best of 7.
So, you better get your popcorn, pour yourself a nice drink, because it's gonna be a long, but again, a very, very exciting day for the. Okay, so we're also we're while we're on the brackets for Western Cactus League Rocket, we're also gonna tune in to um um the
We're gonna tune into that Valorant series that happened
yes
earlier today. If you were earlier in the stream,
bracket. There you go.
you would have seen all of the Valorant matchups, and it is going to be in the winners finals. It will be
A best of three.
best of three, and it will be GCU versus ASU. And in that losers final, we will see GCC.
Yeah, so obviously we see like a very, very similar. Oh, it's okay. We obviously see a very similar play up, and
Very similar indeed.
so I'm excited to see what tomorrow has in store. So that's why, folks, you shouldn't go away too soon.
Don't leave just yet. We got another day.
So we want to give one more very, very quick shout out to our sponsors. Obviously, we want to thank the Army National Guard for sponsoring this entire event. Obviously, they're not only helping us with sponsoring this event, but they're also giving out the prize pool, which is again $750.
Exactly. Something that we are very happy about. And as well, to mention our other sponsors, we got Esports U helping provide this tournament and allowing all the winners to go to May Madness in Texas. We also have RallyCry helping out with our sponsors, Raising Cane's, Rockstar, GCU Esports, and GCU themselves.
Absolutely. So all right, so we're gonna be back here by 10 a.m. tomorrow. So make sure you guys get a lot of sleep. Everyone in this facility is gonna get a lot of sleep. And so thank you guys for tuning in for Western Cactus League's Day 1. We hope you guys continue to stream every single stream and we'll see, because it's been a phenomenal day. And stay in tune for, if you guys are interested for GC Esports, just stay in tune with us. We have a bunch of socials. So we'll see how much we can go into.
Yep.
So this is GC Esports, powered by Rockstar, fed by Raising Cane's. My name is Kayla Lucas.
My name is Corbin Pelchat, and come back tomorrow for Valorant and Rocket League Finals.